Welcome back to the Fire, sports fans. 2:14 in the PM, a beautiful 58 degrees. WSBN. Been checking out these mock drafts ahead of the 2013 NFL Draft. And again, seeing names that confound the mind. Year in and year out, I say it. And I am the only one raising his hand saying SEC players are ruining NFL teams. The bad decisions are an epidemic when it comes to SEC drafting. An epidemic of monstrous proportions. Look at the draft from last season. First SEC player off the board, Trent Richardson. Look at every single SEC player drafted in the top 15, the money section of the draft. How many of those teams made the playoffs? Boop. 0.0. Why are we trusting a conference whose letters should stand for sneaky, evil con artists? And con artists is hyphenated, so it's still within that C. Now you're telling me the SEC plays the greatest brand of college football. There's a simple reason for that. The SEC gets to play against other joke SEC programs. Then they populate the schedule with Georgia Southern, Wofford, Samford, Charleston Southern, the Citadel. Well, yeah, congratulations. Now, you might be questioning my credibility, my journalistic reasons. Let me tell you something. I can't stumble into a Hall of Fame without seeing myself. There's so much bronze Rubenstein out there, I might as well be on a coin. So now you're saying, well, look at all the SEC players that made it into the league. Let's take a longer, deeper, stronger look at what the SEC has produced. You might be saying to yourself, Georgia. Georgia. You know who went to Georgia? Ryan Seacrest. Need I say more? This is an overrated perennial joke of a program. But what about Auburn, Dan? What has Auburn produced? Tony Tennille went to Auburn. I'll tell you what the NFL needs. Fewer Tennilles, more captains. I've done my homework. And at best, Tony Tennille is an average 5 technique. And I'm being nice. And people talking about D. Milliner as a top 3, top 5 pick. Look deeper into Alabama's history. Who went to Alabama? Who spent time in Tuscaloosa? Oh, maybe Bernie Madoff. Yeah. Just maybe the biggest economic villain of all time in this great, proud country. What's going to happen in D. Milliner's future locker room? Are players going to just blindly trust him, knowing the ties? Are you telling me you're in that locker room, you're a future teammate, you're trusting him not to get you involved in a Ponzi scheme? Can you 100% tell me that won't happen? Of course not. There's a reason you don't have a show, and I do. This is a message to NFL teams. You want to make the playoffs? You want to be successful? You want to remove any chances of your players getting involved in securities fraud and a Ponzi scheme? Steer clear of the SEC. Truth on the ones. We'll see you soon.